You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it!
Yes, good morning. Welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. I hope you're all well. Let me know in the comments right now where you're watching from. Shout out to Abu Hamza, who's done exactly that. Greetings from Germany, lads. You'll never walk alone. That's what we love to see on the Kop TV, making sure that everyone can watch it. Make sure you like the video, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Let's get you Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Tough game that we need to win to keep that top four hope alive, people. Can we do it? Can we make it 8 wins in a row? Let me know in the comments right now. And of course, the news that we've heard this morning, apparently second goalkeeper Adrian is potentially extending his deal, which for me is a big no-no. But again, we'll talk about that in this show. Let's get into some stats, right? I know you guys love the old stats. I've been accused of some fake stats recently, which I will not have. So let's go straight to Press Box Live, which is, in my opinion, the best place to get your stats from. As you can see here, Ollie Watkins, the main man that we need to be careful of, has scored more Premier League goals against Liverpool than he has scored against any other opponent, right? 5 goals, netting goals in Villa's 3-1 defeat earlier on this season. And he was already the only player to score home and away goals against the Reds in 2021. He could become the first Aston Villa to do so in multiple campaigns in this competition on Saturday, which we don't want. The main man for Watkins would need to make sure the supply to him from Buendia, from Ramsey, is cut off at source. Mo Salah has scored in each of his last 9 home games in competition. It is a record, as we know. But can he be the first one to score in 10 in a row at Anfield, right? Since he joined Liverpool ahead of the 17-18 season, he scored more home goals in all competitions than any other Premier League player. 101. Guys, Aston Villa have scored 12 goals in the opening 15 minutes of Premier League games this season, 25% of their total goals. However, all but one of these have come at Villa Park, right? So they've only scored 1 away goal in the first 15 minutes. Again, making sure you start correctly. Do not allow them to override the occasion. As we know, this is the last game for Bobby, for Millie, for Ox and Cater as well. So there will be a bit of a party atmosphere after the game for Liverpool. Not as much as we'd like it to be fair, considering we're still not guaranteed to be in the top 4. Liverpool are unbeaten in 11 Premier League home games, winning the last 4 by a margin of 1 goal. They have not won more consecutively at Anfield without them being by more than a single goal since 1974. Actually, not far off from when my mum worked at the club in the Kop. That is why the Kop TV is called the Kop TV. Aston Villa have won their last away game in just 2 of the last 20 seasons. That is a howler, beating Spurs 2-1 in 21 and Arsenal in 2011. Liverpool have won their last home match of the season in the last 6 campaigns. Indeed, they've only lost their last match at Anfield in the 2014-15 season to Crystal Palace. As you remember, the last game of Steven Gerrard at Anfield, that was horrible match, that one. Liverpool have lost 6 Premier League games to Aston Villa overall, only losing more at Anfield to Manchester United and Chelsea. Villa have got a decent record at Anfield, as we know. And Liverpool have won 9 of the last 10 Premier League games against the Villa. Of course, that massive exception being the 7-2 in 2020. Loads more stats here for you guys to pause and read. But as we know, Liverpool are unbeaten in 9 straight league matches this season. Aston Villa, meanwhile, have won 3, drawn 1, and lost 2 of their last 6. So there's some stats for you. Some good, some bad. Let me know what you make of those. Also, I do have an exceptional surprise for you guys that I can't actually show you probably until Monday. All right, so keep an eye out for that. You are not going to want to miss this special surprise. There you go. Comments are coming in. Big up to Mix Mitchell. Remember, guys, if you want your comment to be read out without question, make sure you send in a super chat if you can. We won't have time to go through every single comment. Big up to Jen for doing so, as always. What a legend Jen is. We can extend the winning run, but I feel like it's too late, says Mix Mitchell. AGT and Pug, big up. It's actually a French bulldog, my friend. A bit of an actual insult to call him a pug, if I'm honest. Villa won't lose, draw, or win for Villa. Club Fillers, pink knickers. Very interesting comment there. I don't really know what it means. But anyway, big up to Jen. She knows the score. Always sending in a super chat. We love to see it. McAllister might help us tonight with the brace against Newcastle. Guys, are you watching the game tonight? Newcastle versus Brighton. Definitely need Brighton to go and do something there. We're obviously ahead of Brighton now, so we don't really have to worry about them catching us up. But, of course, we could do with a big Brighton away win tonight at Newcastle. Is that your new shoes next to you? Yes? Yes, it is, my friend. These are... So the owner of this brand, Hyphant, as you can see here, is a massive Liverpool fan. So he did me a solid and gave me a really beautiful discount. And I said I'd put the shoes on the Kop TV. So there you go. Look at those beauties. These are the Hyphant Roadrunners in cappuccino color. Absolutely incredible shoe that I will be wearing tonight. Because I'm actually going out tonight. Bosh. So yeah, they are. Thank you very much, Tim. No, his name is not Pug. No way. That is definitely not him. The Kop TV is the most international friendly Liverpool content. Good times, and you love to shout us out, says Penciled In. Come on, man. You really think I would not be here without you guys? And I say be here. There's still a very, 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 very long way to go. But yeah, you guys are always showing love, telling me where you're watching from. And we love it. And we love you. We literally wouldn't be here without you guys watching. So thank you. You guys are the best. And Jake knows. Jake knows the score. Nah, his name is Gus, mate, because Jake is from Australia. Fantastic. Right, let's get into lineup predictions. Now, I don't really think there's any changes in this one. I mean, we could see some sentimental changes. We could see a cameo from Bobby Firmino. He could even start the game. We could also see a cameo from James Milner, the Ox, who, let's not forget, even Keita as well. Both Champions League, Premier League winners with Liverpool. So listen, it hasn't worked out for Naby Keita more than any of the four. But at the same time, you know, they've won many trophies with Liverpool. So you give them the right send-off that they deserve. Shout out to Rosie. Big up to you as well. I hope you have a great day. If Brighton can't take points off Newcastle tonight, top four is over for us for sure. Yeah, it's an absolutely crucial game, isn't it, tonight, that we are not involved in, Brighton versus Newcastle. But let's get into the team prediction. Alisson in goal, best goalkeeper in the world. How many times have I got to say it? This man is just sensational, really, isn't he? There's no other word for him. He is the best, and, you know, he's the best we've seen, the best there is, and the best there ever will be in terms of Liverpool goalkeepers. I'm pretty sure of it. So he'll be in goal. Trent, I mean, what a player. How many times have we said this? We did a stat on the Kop TV Instagram the other night, which, again, it was that good that I will read it out to you once more. Let's see what it says. Let's go over to the Kop TV Instagram. By the way, guys, if you haven't followed us on Instagram so far, we're literally just close to 17,000 Instagram followers, if I can get it to focus there. Not really. But the views are flying, guys. I did some reels of us at the ground, 40,000 views, 106,000, 80,000, and that's literally got us 1,000 followers in the last day or so. So make sure that you have followed the Kop TV if you have not already. But this one on Trent, just while we're touching on Trent, I've got to read out to you again. So in the last 9 games since April the 9th, in his inverted role, we said this on the Hot Topic show yesterday as well, or Tuesday. Assists first, through balls first, touches first, passes in the opposition half first, passes in the final third first. And this isn't just Liverpool. This is the whole of the Premier League, right? This is more than Kevin De Bruyne. Possession won first. That's the main thing for me, because that shows if you're winning possession, that's a defensive duty, isn't it? So I think the defensive shouts that people have been aiming at Trent, maybe not fair, especially in the last 10 games, with his absolutely incredible record that he's got for Liverpool in the last few games. So many assists, but winning the ball back in the opposition half, that's what we need. And Trent is just absolutely unbelievable, isn't he? In the middle, Konate and Verge, left back Robbo. Midfield, Curtis Jones nailed on. As far as I'm concerned, there's still no Thiago. But this is where it gets a little bit sentimental, maybe. How emotional will Klopp be in choosing this lineup? Will he go for the trusted and tried players that we've used in the last 9 games that have really helped us win 7 games in a row? Or does he chuck in the normals, which would be Fabinho, who I think has been world class actually in the last 8 games? A big shout out goes to Fabinho for refinding that form. A lot of people fairly happy to see the back of Big Fab, which I think is, again, a little bit premature. So looking forward to seeing Fab play at Anfield. I'm assuming Henderson plays this one with Curtis Jones and Fabinho. Still no Thiago, still no Bajcetic. Can't see Naby Keita playing, always injured, as we know. Maybe the Ox plays or gets a cameo. Maybe Milner does the same. Got Bobby there as well, who's going to get the biggest send-off you can bloody imagine, by the way. And if you are at Anfield on Saturday, which I won't be, I'm on DR Sports covering the game. But if you are at Anfield on Saturday, please make sure you take loads of videos of the Bobby songs, loads of videos of the walk around the ground after, and then please make sure that you tag us and then we can repost them and tag you in, because those are going to get views. Let's have it right. And then up front, will Nunez come back? That is the big question. You've obviously got Gakpo, who will start, Salah that will start, and Diaz that will start. And then you've got the likes of, again, Nunez if he's fit to come off the bench, and of course, Bobby. But being a person that just loves Bobby Firmino like no other, I would actually start Bobby in this game. Why not? Again, let me know what you think in the comments as well. Let's get into the comments quickly before we move on. No Keita, mate. That shot in the 90th minute. Oh, mate. Lucy Hash. Honestly, that shot right there, I'm still getting nightmares. But, I mean, it's not really a but, is it? Obviously, Real Madrid are out of the Champions League now. Real Madrid battered them 4-0. It's mad, isn't it? How many times have we played Real Madrid recently and we can't beat them? And then they go to City and lose 4-0. And we've beaten City this season. But listen, let me take my red glasses off. That was one of the best performances I've seen in a Champions League. I'm really sad to say it, but that was incredible from Man City last night. They gave them no chances, really. They hit the bar with a long-range effort from Kroos. But apart from that, I can't really tell you any clear-cut chances. There was a couple at the end, to be fair, but Man City never looked out of control of that game. They were always in the driving seat. And to win 4-0 against the current European champions is some feat. Now, listen, they play Inter Milan in the final. Obviously, we're all hoping for an Inter Milan win. Let's have it right. So, will that happen? Yes or no? Will they do the treble? Yes or no? Let us know in the comments. I think it's pretty likely that they will now. Obviously, Man United can stop them from winning the FA Cup. But again, we don't want United to win another trophy. So really, it's been a horrible season, hasn't it? Because last year we were in this position where everyone was saying, "Oh, I don't want them to win the FA Cup, the league." This is Evertonians, the FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League, Champions League. The rats, and we didn't, obviously. But Man City could do an absolute madness and win the treble, which hasn't been done since '99. We were 2 games away from doing it ourselves last year. So, yeah, it was quite sickening, really, wasn't it? Jungle is massive. Big up to you, my friend. Massive shout out to MK. No news. Again, we'll probably find more out in Klopp's presser tomorrow. But, yeah, no news as of yet on Nunez's big toe. Aston Villa is no pushover, but I can accept a 2-1 win as long as Bobby scores. Mate, if Bobby scores, that roof is coming straight off at Anfield. I cannot tell you. Just play the same team as we played against Leicester. Yeah, pretty sure there will be no changes. Why would you change? Why would you change when they've won 8 games in a row? That is the key question, right? And this one, I mean, guys, we'll have to shut this one down straight away. I guarantee you now, there's 100% no chance that Sadio Mane comes back to Liverpool. That's not how Klopp does business. We know that he's had opportunities to bring back former players in the past. Look at Felipe Coutinho. Look at a couple of other names that have been floating around. But no, I can't see this happening. There's not even a 1% chance to me. It's definitely just clickbait, my friend. Fab has been really good for the last few games, but we definitely need a Fabinho replacement next year, says Rosie. Mix Mitchell on Fab as well says, I'm so glad he's returned to form. I met him in Costco in August, the day before we played Palace. His English was better than I expected. Shout out to Costco, right? Big up, Mix Mitchell. Shout out to you, my friend. I didn't even know you lived in Liverpool. You should give me a shout sometime. We play at the same time United do on Saturday. Jota, Gakpo, Salah is what Rosie wants up front. Don't forget, Bobby got to play because it's the last home game for him and Milner too, as we know. I wouldn't start Bobby, says MK. Coming back after a pretty long injury might still be an important game for us. I'd be happy with a Bobby cameo last 10 minutes or so. Did you text Raul? Do you know what? I didn't. I didn't text Raul because it's not as if I really like the other team that have beaten Real Madrid, and also Real Madrid have just wiped away Liverpool every time we've played them in recent history. So we've not really got a leg to stand on when it comes to rubbing it in with Raul. Really, let us know though if you'd like me to, as a little prank. Praying for Bobby to score, it'd be amazing, as we know. Yeah, me too, mate. Checked out at the 80th minute. No point in watching any further. You know what? We sound like Everton fans, mate. Sound like Man United fans last season. I'm not watching them Reds. They've just bloody won again. I'm not watching them win the league. Honestly, it's horrible to be in this situation. I just hope and pray that next year, again, after we've made some massive signings in the summer, I hope next year we're back in that position that City are in now. Because as you've seen how many times this season, you know that we've still got that world-class streak in us. We can turn it on at any point. You know, we thought we'd lose to Man United because they're in such a great run, batter them 7-0. We can show you still how good we are. It's just a case of I'm getting tired. I'm tired of our season. I literally just want it to end now. Give me the top 4 and finish, because I'm fed up. I'm knackered in watching this anymore. Big up to you, Tim. Massive shout out, as always, to Honesty Hortensia with the super chat. Thank you so much. Again, if you want your comment to be straight to the top of the queue, number 1, then make sure you do send in a super chat if you can. All right, it goes straight back into the channel, paying for the studio that we use on a Tuesday. I literally make no money from the Kop TV. I just want everyone to be aware of that. You go straight back into the channel. So everything you do send, it goes straight back into giving you guys more free content. So massive shout out to your Honesty Hortensia. Honesty says, apparently we're close in on signing McAllister and Lavia plus Ugarte. I hope things are looking positive for the new season. Let me give you a little question back to you, Honesty. And again, everyone else can answer this if you'd like. If we finish the transfer market with McAllister, Lavia, and Ugarte, would you be happy? No Jude Bellingham, as we know. I don't think we necessarily need more strikers, if any, considering next year we're going to have exactly the same, but without Bobby. So that's still Diaz, Gakpo, Salah, Jota, Nunez. That's 5 there that you can still play with in the front 3. So I don't actually think we need any other strikers, because they just wouldn't be playing. They wouldn't get the game time. So in that case, knowing that Adrian might extend as well, which again, I'm not happy about. I think we actually needed to go out and buy a new number 2 in the summer, seeing as Kelleher will probably leave. But would you be happy with McAllister, Lavia and Ugarte? A whole new midfield that would be, guys, considering Ox, Keita, Milner are all leaving, potentially more. And next season we still will have Curtis Jones coming back. We'll have Bajcetic, Henderson, Thiago if he stays as well. But there's going to be at least 4 midfielders leaving Liverpool this season, or the end of this season. So let me know. Hopefully they come on as subs to finish the game on the pitch. Imagine if we do a quadruple sub and bring on Keita, Milner, Bobby, and the Ox. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? The whole world versus Manchiti. And let's not forget, still under investigation. They could still have all these trophies wiped off. Let's hope. I'm just going to read out to you some of their charges. More than 100 breaches to financial fair play rules across 9 seasons, 2009 to 18. Failing to assist with investigations from 2018-19 to this current season. Overstating sponsorship income and hiding true source of revenue. Paying ex-manager Roberto Mancini extra millions with secret contact. Not giving full details of players' wages. Breaking the Premier League profit and sustainability rules, and not complying with UEFA FFP regulations. And those punishments could include expulsion from the Premier League, points deduction, transfer ban, and spending limits, and of course stripped of previous titles. And people want to call them the underdogs. behave yourselves. So that could all still happen, but again, we don't know, do we, until it actually happens. Let's get back into the comments. Bobby, no look finish would be the perfect end. We beat Real Madrid away as well when we beat them 4-0 at Anfield. Yeah, I know we did. I know, but it was a long time ago. And that isn't the Madrid that we see now, of course. Also, Salah. Yeah, that's another thing. Salah needs one more goal to get 20. Great point there from Sheriff. Salah needs that one more finish. Again, he should have had it against Leicester, shouldn't he? But he needs one more goal to make sure that he is firmly cemented as one of Liverpool's all-time greats by becoming, I think, the only player to score in, I think it's 4 out of 6, 20-plus seasons. Unbelievable. Inter smashes City or Cheaty in the final 7-0. No, we definitely need one more midfielder. Says Rosie in answer to my question. Shout out to Michael Ramsey with a super chat. Anyone but no rubbish Mount. Again, I've not been a fan of Mount at all. Vidu asking what our budget is. I would say it's around the 150 to 200 million pound mark, if I'm honest. Goal Machine Mo says Vasa Flowers. Paddy McKean. Man City won't win the Champions League. Have no Croatian. Not too sure what that means. Even Mount being dissed made you some money. And City will pay their way out of it. I'm sure the FA are corrupt themselves. It's FA, it's FIFA, it's UEFA. It's not just the Football Association dealing with this. Salah would also break Henry's Premier League record. And right back wouldn't mind Dumfries. Again, this is another question. And this is why, how many times have I said it? That this is why this summer is the most important for Liverpool in the Klopp era. Because it's not just about buying the right players, which obviously is a massive priority. It's about getting rid of maybe 6 to 8 players. Let me count them up for you again. We know the 4 are leaving: Bobby, Ox, Mo, and Bobby. Mo's definitely not leaving. Bobby, Ox, Milner, and Keita. Kelleher will leave. I hope Adrian leaves. That's 6. Thiago could leave. Well, there's 8. So you need to bring in 4 to 6, I would say, to replace them. And then that question of, do we need a right back, will come up again. How often do we plan to play Trent in the midfield next season? I mean, we say that, but he still starts every game as a right back. So the question is, well, do you buy a new midfielder? Do you just put Trent in midfield? And do you buy a new right back to cover? And I think Dumfries could be winning the Champions League, maybe with Inter Milan. So does he just stay there? We don't know. Here's a question for you guys, and I'm not joking when I say this. I read out all those amazing Trent stats for you just now, right? And I might get, I might get ruined for this question by non-Liverpool fans. But please, and I'm not saying this is my opinion because you guys know how much I've wanted Jude for the longest, right? But here's a genuine question: can you tell me what Trent can't do in midfield that Jude can do? Right, as I said, bit of a mad question considering the hype around Jude, deserved hype. But if we're seeing Trent at the top of all these stats for 10 games in the Premier League, and this is the whole Premier League, not just Liverpool, as I've said, all those stats that I just read out, is there a way that we can just play Trent in midfield throughout the whole next season and then buy a right back? We know Conor Bradley has had a fantastic season for Bolton. We know Calvin Ramsey, again, is an option next season. I hope he gets really fit and healthy in pre-season, and then obviously potentially Matip and Nat Phillips will be leaving as well. Again, you have to go out and buy a new centre back, even if just Nat Phillips leaves. That only leaves you with 3, really. When you consider we've got Konate, Virgil, and Matip, we definitely need a new centre back for sure. Carry the ball like Jude. Yeah. We know. I know what about Trent and Jude. Yeah, that would be incredible. I just see consistency and experience more in Trent than in Jude. Jude better at ball control and ball carrying. That's about it on my boy Trent. Artemelo, as we know, he's leaving as well, guys. So that's 9 names that you can chuck into this leaving list. Artemelon, nice, should have had rotten fruit hurled at him as he leaves because his lone impact resided at the very apex of all that is patience testing. Bilge eggs as well. That is a mad comment from Vasa Flowers. Big up to you though, man. Guys, I have got the biggest surprise for you on Monday. Actually, Saturday. I can reveal it on Saturday. And it is about Bobby Firmino. And I'm going to do a whole video about it because why not? And I love Bobby Firmino, as you guys all do as well. He's one of my favourite ever players for Liverpool, full stop. So that's how much we love him. Trent is low-key better than Jude. This is why I asked the question, and I'm not agreeing with this comment because, you know, Trent, they're different ages. Trent's probably got 4 years on Jude, won every trophy there is to win in the game, apart from Europa League. Jude could go on to win the Bundesliga this season, which would be incredible for him. But the question is, you're comparing a 23, 24-year-old to a 19-year-old, which isn't fair. But right now, the question is, what can Jude do that Trent can't from that midfield? We've seen him score goals, score free kicks, assists, tackles, possession won. He plays in that kind of quarterback position when he's in the midfield. But what can Jude do that Trent can't? Now, again, just to reiterate, if there is any non-Liverpool fans watching, this is not me saying we don't need Jude. This is not me saying that Trent is better than Jude. But my question to you is, what can Jude do that Trent can't from that midfield position? Ball carrying, yeah, I take that, because as we know, Jude is a box-to-box midfielder, whereas Trent, from what we've seen in the last 9 games, is very much a deep-lying playmaker, but then again can score, can assist as well. So, and probably has, I think Bellingham's got about 13, 14 goals this season, which obviously is more than Trent. But if Trent had played in midfield for the whole season, how many goals would he have got? That's the question that I'm asking you. If we could get Barella and Dumfries and McAllister, I would be over the moon, but that is just a dream. Hot take, Trent could just be as good as Kevin De Bruyne, says Rosie. Sham City, give us our Prem trophies back. Do you know what? I can't even begin to think what would happen if it came out that they were cheating. I mean, we obviously wouldn't get any trophies back, but Vardiol. Yeah, Vardiol could be the next centre-back that we buy. It's kind of gone a little bit quiet, the Vardiol stuff, hasn't it? Jude is taller, will win aerials, and he's stronger. No, I'll say this now. It's not an interview, but it's as good as that, if not better, and something that I can keep forever. Arta is a player I'm going to seriously miss. His impact has been crazy this year. Shout out Paddy, making me laugh. I love you, Trent. Says apples and oranges. Ian White. So we've heard Trent not only a good defender, but now he's a Jude alternative. That's some next. Well, this is the question again. I didn't say, did I, that he's better than Jude? What I'm asking is, and tell me with a level head, what can Jude do that Trent can't from that midfield position? Jude to Madrid could be a downfall for his career. Listen, guys, we've seen players early go to Madrid in their careers, and it hasn't really worked out. I don't think Jude will be that type of player because of the type of person he is, how hard he works, and how much he wants to improve and learn. But you have to say, going to buy at Borussia Dortmund, again, he could have gone to Madrid from Birmingham at 18, at 17? But he's been at Borussia Dortmund now for just 2.5, 3 years, easily their best midfielder. And I'm not going to wish bad on his career. I want him to do exceptionally well. I actually found out today his brother's just been signed by Sunderland, which is that a missed opportunity for Liverpool? But what I am saying is there is a time in players' lives where if you get asked to go to Real Madrid, you say yes because you don't know if that opportunity is going to come back round. And this is an easy thing for me to say, but if Jude keeps on playing like he is and doesn't go to Madrid this summer, then who's to say that they won't be in for him every summer until he does go at the age of 23, 24, 25? He's still just turned 20. So he's got 3 or 4 years in the bank to either stay at Dortmund, to either come to Liverpool or Man City, and then go to Madrid. I think players often go there a bit too soon. But again, I don't blame them, because if you're 19 and you're being asked to go to Real Madrid, there is no guarantee that they will ask you to go there again. So you have to say yes, really. I mean, if I'm really honest, if I was playing for, not Liverpool, because I'd never leave Liverpool, but if I was playing for, I don't know, let's say Marseille, right? Let's say Marseille. Let's say we had a decent run in the Champions League. I got a bit of fame. Big clubs are scouting around for me, and Madrid came in. I'm going to say yes. Of course I am. Again, you never know when this comes back around. Massive shout out to Ant Dicko, who's always locked in after the interview as well, mate. Ant, come and do a fan cam, mate. You're always locked into the show, so you should come over and say hi outside the ground, man. I'd love to actually meet you one day. Due to Madrid could be a downfall for his career. We just read that one. They're going to give Bobby a Milner big trophy-winning plaque, same as Ginny, but got updated trophy numbers on, etc. The question is, now this is another question that we've just got in. The question should be, what can Jude do that Curtis Jones can't? Again, what an incredible run that Curtis Jones is on. Lewis Guidance, Guidis says, please no, I don't want Adrian extending. None of us do, if I'm honest. The man who has gone to so many clubs in his career and never commanded at least £1 for his transfer fee. He's gone everywhere for free. And that's just really cheap if we keep him. Let's go out and buy the next Kelleher, if he does leave. Trent better than Jude Bellingham, and so is Jones 100 times over. What has Jude won? This is heavy from Tom. What has Jude won? Nothing. Trent has won everything there is to win. Let him go to Real Madrid and City for the Champions League. Imagine the two together, though. This is the thing, right? Can you imagine the scenes? Jude and Trent in midfield. Wow. Oh, well, at least we got a community shield. Yeah, we did. As a Scouser, I'm loving our Kurt Jonesy being back. Me too. Absolutely love him. Milner deserves an outstanding standing ovation on Saturday as one of the best free transfers ever. Yeah, guys, let's not just give all the light to Bobby Firmino. He will get most of it. But, guys, let's take a minute to understand what James Milner has achieved since coming here. He left Man City in 2015 to win the Champions League. Not only did he win that with us, he's gone and won the lot. He's won every trophy there is to win, James Milner. Premier League with Liverpool, Champions League with Liverpool, Super Cup, Club World Cup, FA Cup, League Cup, Community Shield, you name it. James Milner has won it at Liverpool. What a servant. Without doubt, the best free transfer of all time in the Premier League, in my opinion, especially for Liverpool. The ultimate professional, potentially the best professional that there's ever been in the Premier League in terms of how he looks after himself, his fitness, his mentality to still be playing at such a top level at the age of 37. Guys, tell me how many other 37-year-olds get a move to another Premier League club at that age. Unbelievable. And I do think he goes on to break the all-time Premier League appearances record now. I do. So massive shout out to James Milner. What a legend. Number 7 hero for Liverpool. Curtis Rui Costa Jones. We love it. Big up Mark. Ugarte is incredibly physical, strong, quick. He's a presser. Perfect for Klopp. Si Senor saying in diesel. You don't knock Real back. That's the thing. You don't really say no to them, do you? Who would move to Sunderland? This is the mad question that we're asking ourselves this morning. Obviously, we're hearing that Job Bellingham is signing for Sunderland, who just missed out on the playoffs. I don't really get that one, to be fair. But he'll be playing in the Championship next season. Why move from Birmingham to Sunderland? I don't really get that, if I'm honest. Ivan Toney, 8 months, which is, let me just say a little piece on this, right? 115 charges, massively wrong. Come on, Ivan, you should know better than this. Don't bet if you're playing. All footballers should know this by now, considering what happened to Daniel Sturridge and the rest, right? However, in defense of Ivan Toney, what I will say, how many Premier League teams are sponsored by betting companies? Every time you watch a game, in every advert, bet now, bet on this, bet in play, bet with us, we're the best, bet, 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 bet. Like, come on. The guy needs counselling. He doesn't need an 8-month ban. Give him a little 4-monther. I understand there's a lot of charges, and I obviously don't know if Daniel Sturridge made as many charges as that. We've obviously known that Kieran Trippier was done for betting on himself as well. The only good thing, in a way, for Ivan Toney is that within these 8 months, he can use 2 of them by not playing in the preseason. But I think 4 months would have been, 5 months tops would have been enough to do 8 months. Goes to show you that they think betting is more serious than racism, right? We know Luis Suarez got an 8-match ban, John Terry 4-match ban for being racist. Racist is worse than betting. No, betting is worse than racism, is it? Come on, guys. That's all I'm going to say on it, because I'm sure I'll talk about it on DR as well. You heard we're linked with Romeo Lavia. Yes. Yes. Oh, Mike's on its way. Come back to this comment next year. The Prem is ours next season, and Trent will be the biggest part of it, hopefully. I'm glad City battered Real Madrid last night. I mean, if I'm honest, I was hoping Real Madrid would win that, to be honest. Big up to K. Madrid fans fully deserve that humbling. Let Bellingham go. No one needs him. City destroyed Real Madrid. Do you see Barella leaving Inter for Liverpool? No. We've spoken about this on Hot Topics before. Mario's spoken about it. He's a very much, a Milan boy. He's not from Milan, but he's very much happy at Inter Milan. And why wouldn't he be? He's about to play in the Champions League final. Big up to Milner, as we know, the hero, the king, the legend, the best in the world. Bobby, thank you very much. Tim again. No, I'm not even better, but I'm not saying anything else on it. All right, nothing else. 10 out of 10 transfer for me would be McAllister, Caicedo, and Adeyemi. Let me know where he's from. The Bleep Test champion is James Milner. What's Arthur getting? An egg cup? Mate, Arthur should be getting a slap round the chops. He's played 13. I've played at Anfield more this season than Artemelo has. Beat that one. Millie is a Premier League icon. Milner, always a legend, always gives 100%. And if McAllister wants Champions League footy, do us a favour by beating Newcastle tonight. It's a great shout. So many amazing comments here, by the way. Wow. Milner going to Brighton, Alex coming to Liverpool. Not an awful shout. Justice for Tony, too harsh. 8 months is way too long. Giggs was good, but he stayed fit in other ways. Yeah, he's a helmet, Giggs. Do you back Romeo Lavia? Yeah, I would. I think he could become an absolute monster under Klopp. He's out of contract, as we know, soon. They are, but they have cheated, allegedly, my friends. So remember that as well. After all that Real Madrid did to us, City took them apart, made them look like Sunderland. So many comments coming in, guys. I can't even keep up. Adeyemi from Dortmund. I haven't seen much of him. Was he the kid that scored that goal against Chelsea when he ran the whole pitch, actually? Because if he is, then yeah. I don't think he will leave with them, says MK. I would get Elise as a Salah backup, says Abdus Chowdhury. How much do you think we realistically spend in the window coming up? I'm going to say 150 tops. I don't think not that we don't have that money to spend, but that's not the question. The question is, how much will the owners give us to spend? So again, it's another question that we're going to be talking about a lot on the Kop TV, Hot Topics, all of that stuff. Madrid fans can kiss my scout ass. Says Veja Flowers. Shout out to you. Love this channel. Always gets to the point and replies to everyone. Hard working man there, lads. Thank you. Tom Kennan. Big shout out to you, my friend. 180 reckons James. FSG need to give Jurgen a big summer, as we know. Give the Joe, FSG. Give us the Joe, lads. Now. Giving up on all this cheating business because nothing will happen. It's up to other clubs to rival them. But how have they got away with it? We can't just give up. If they've done this, we need to punish them in the harshest way possible. So it's one of them, boys. Agree with the Tony point. True. Can we get McAllister? Yes, we can. Yes, we can get McAllister. Right? That's the one I want. Right, let's do a score prediction. Liverpool versus Villa. I'm going 3-1 at Anfield. Again, Ollie Watkins, dangerous. Danny Ings is at West Ham now. I forgot. Sorry. Coutinho is going to be on the bench for this one, by the way, in Bobby's last ever game. Will we be seeing some really nice pictures of Coutinho and Bobby together? Let me know in the comments. Kelleher out on loan would make sense, but I don't want him to be sold. Yeah, me too. Shout out to you, Demola, as well. I'm very well. How are you? 2-1 says Tojo Tijo with Ragnar Klavan as your picture. Shout out to you, my friend. 2-1 says Ant Dicko. Be watching from the paddock as always. Sorry, got the old banana burps. Liverpool 3, Aston Villa 0. 4-2. 4-2 again. 4-1. 1-0 Penn. Heskey and Owen will destroy Villa. About 20 years too late for that one, mate. But it's a good shout. It's made me laugh. 1-0 squeaky boom time. AGT, how many years have they been investigated? Yeah, this is the thing, right? We don't even know. I don't know. They don't know. The courts don't know. I don't know. They've been investigated for years. It's a joke. Shout out to Trudon, James Stephen, everyone going for a big Liverpool win. Sharky Mel drew 5-0. I stated 2-1 win with Bobby goal to seal it off into the sunset. Love to see it, bro, if that can happen. 5-0 Salah hat-trick. 3-1, but our defense has been slowly improving. This is the thing, right? We've had a couple clean sheets recently. It is too late for Alisson to get the clean sheet, the Golden Glove off De Gea, which don't know how he's won that, considering how bad he's been this season for United. But yeah, I agree. I think, looking at the defense, there's no reason to panic, especially in the last third of the season. We've kind of got that high line on smash. We've done really well in recent games with it. But we still do need another centre back. Is there anything else you'd like me to cover before we say goodbye, guys? We've spoken about Adrian potentially extending his contract, which I can't see. Well, I don't want to happen, if I'm honest. Bobby and Milner, Ox, Keita, last games for Liverpool. What kind of reception do they get? Hopefully, Bobby does get on the pitch. The pitch, not bitch, I should say. Not going to lie, I feel bad for Artemelo. I do as well. It's not his fault that he keeps getting injured, but we would have liked to have seen a hell of a lot more. Alisson is the man, the best keeper, says Ravi. Shout out to you. A name. Do you know what the beautiful thing is by building this Kop TV community? When people comment, like the Ant Dickos, like the Ravis, like the True Dons, these are guys that were literally commenting on some of the first videos 3 years ago. So the community that we've built here, I instantly recognize names that pop up that have been really supporting the channel throughout the whole time. So I have to big up to the guys, the OG, the Kop TV OGs, the Ants, the True Dons, the Ravis, all great guys. Shout out to Rosie. Do you think we'll get Tchouameni? I mean, there is a chance that he could maybe be let go. He could be surplus to requirements if they get Jude. Why not? Go back in for Tchouameni. We bid for him last season there. Massive shout out to Frank Carlisle. It's going to be a nice rounded 3-0 win to send us all home happy. UTFR. We all know what that stands for. Massive shout out to the main man, Frank. It's like Frankie, lads. By the way, Scousers that are watching this, let me know what my Scouse accent is like. It's something that I've naturally had for many, many years, growing up in and around Liverpool, having family up here, coming up here all my life. I feel like I can nail it now. Kop TV, Kopish collab would be sick. We've done that before, It's not off the cards. Like, the boys have got my number. They can text me whenever they want. I think the last time we were going to do it, we were both really busy. But yeah, we love it. We love the Kopish lads. There's a couple guys that we wouldn't want to collab with just through keeping the quality at a really high level, as we like to do on the Kop TV. We like to have level-headed fans on. And the Kopish guys are definitely that. So the door is always open to them guys. Come on, man. I was watching them the other night. Will you shave your beard if we get top 4? Mate, I'll shave my head, balls, crack, back and sack if we get top 4. Don't worry about beard. This gets cut off every 2 weeks anyway. Smash them likes, people. 142 of you in here right now. I know you're all Liverpool fans, because otherwise, why would you be here? So if you are a Liverpool fan, there is literally nothing stopping you from hitting the like button, which is around about here, I'm guessing. I would say here. So literally, if you haven't pressed the like button, I don't need to tell you guys anymore. It helps us. It gets the algorithm in our favor. So do what Ant says, and please like the video, even if you're a United fan, please. Alex, I've been watching you since this is what I mean, bro. Ravi, these are J2K's trainers right here that he sent me. He's a massive Liverpool fan. These are the hyphenate trainers. They're unbelievable. J2K, massive shout out to him, man, for sending me these trainers. Big Liverpool red discount that he put on them as well, because he's a big red. Let's all jump on the Inter train. Kopish, cool to watch, in my opinion, too. They are. Can't stand Kopish, says Michael Ramsey. Oh dear. 100 likes. Please smash the 100 likes for us. Why not? 130. Yeah, this is what I mean, man. Come on. I can't actually see how many likes that we're getting. So if people can just update me as we go, like, why is there not at least 120 likes? Don't be stingy with the likes. Yeah, it's free. It costs nothing, and we're giving you free content anyway. So the least you can do is press the like button. It doesn't cost a thing. 60 now. Brilliant. I've heard much worse, Alex. Genuinely. Yeah, we all have. Alex, are you at Jurgen's for the Southampton game? Frank, do you know what? It'd be great to meet you, but I'm needed this weekend and next weekend on DR Sports, unfortunately. So no, I won't be, bro. I won't be. Is it on TV, that game, anyway? I'm not even sure if it is. But Frank, no, we'll have to see you at a game next season or something, man, because Yeah, I won't be at that one. I really won't. 63 likes. We've got 70 now. Guys, there's... All right, I'm not going to keep asking because I'm not going to be a beg, but I already have been. But you've got to like the video, guys. What am I sitting here doing this for? You show some love. By the way, if you have not jumped onto the Discord yet, make sure you do that. The link is in the description right now. It's a link where you can join and you can have a lot of fun. The Liverpool chat really continues over on the Discord, so make sure that you jump on that. And again, it's all Liverpool chat for the longest time you can imagine. It's 24/7 and it's fantastic. So make sure you jump in the Discord and join the rest of us. Just seen on this on Twitter, which Anthony Antdico has actually just retweeted, which I'll read out. Man City reaching the Champions League final, such a fairy tale. Amazing what can be achieved with 2 billion, a manager with an offshore account, a suspended 2-year ban from European competition, and 115 charges of financial irregularity. Let's not forget, they were actually banned from the Champions League for 2 years and paid that off. So should they even be allowed to compete in the Champions League, full stop, is a big question. So yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts on Man City. Anyway, they're gonna probably do the treble via cheating. Cheers, bruv. Let's get this top 4. We are getting the Champions League next season and winning it next season, says Demola. Love to see it. Remember to like that bloody video. Funny story, it was on holiday. Someone put on an accent, said they were a Scouse and they're from Birkenhead. I've actually done that. I met fake Scousers on holiday. And I go, oh, where are you from, mate? And obviously they hear my accent and they're like, well, he's not going to know the difference between Birkenhead or the Wirral and Liverpool. And they say, oh, just near Liverpool, mate. And I'll go, oh, yeah, whereabouts? All my family from Liverpool. I live in Liverpool. And then they shit themselves. Then they go, oh, just over the water, lads, and Birkenhead's in it. And I go, oh, so you're not from Liverpool then? Okay, weird. But yeah, been there and done that on holiday, mate. I'm sure you have too. I forgot how good I look with a tan. I'm loving this sun. What sun? I'm in Liverpool right now. Doesn't look like sun to me, mate. It's just bright, but no warm stuff coming out. What were they banned? What points? Yeah, exactly as we know. Big up to Mach LFC. Join the Discord now. It's fun. Big up to Vidu, right? The link is there if you'd like to subscribe in the comments. Right, guys, that's it from me. 47 minutes of goodness. Remember, like the video, comment with your thoughts, your lineup predictions, your score predictions. Mario will be outside Anfield this Saturday talking to all of you after the Bobby final game, the Milner final game as well. So make sure if you're at the game, you go over and speak to Mario at the end. And of course, make sure that you're locked into the channel on Tuesday. We'll be back with hot topics, and then we go into the last game against Southampton away on next Sunday at 4:30. Looking forward to that one as well. This is the kind of comment that I get kind of emotional about, if I'm honest, because for a Scouser to be saying that this is the finest pod around is a massive compliment, you know. I think once people understand my story and I'm not just some guy who's moved to Liverpool to profit, like this is where all my family from, I feel probably more at home here than I actually do in London, if I'm honest. So it's an absolute honor to live here, first of all, and then create this content for you guys, and especially the Scouts for showing the love. This is one of the best comments I could ever wish to imagine, right? So get the likes up, 23 more for 100. Adios, as we know as well. Offer a few pints Saturday last home game. Where'd you go and drink? Let me know. This is outstanding channel, Alex. Keep it going. Again, another Scouser showing love. Couldn't ask for much more, really, especially Aunt Dicko and Frank. You've been legends for me. So, guys, I'm going to go now. I've got a lot of things to do today, but make sure you watch this video, share it as well. Go join the Discord, show some love in the comments. This is what we do it for. It's for you guys at home to make sure that you enjoy the content. I did move here to follow my dreams. Fair play. Thank you. Big up AGT, proper Liverpool fan, and your Spanish is great. Your Colombian friend from the States. Shout out to you, my friend. Muchísimas gracias. Un abrazo para ti. Y vamos a ver, y ojalá que veas un temporada muy especial que viene. So, yeah. Thank you so much, man. What's your surname? Ask Vase of Flowers. It's Gilday Trot. AGT, Alex Gilday Trot. There's no surprises. Gilday is a very Irish Scouse name, so I'm very proud of that one as well. Are you going to Southampton game? No, I'm not. I was at the Leicester game, which was the best away I've ever been to. But I'm waffling now, guys. You're keeping me way too long. Right, I got stuff to do. One more comment. Shout out to Paddy. Respect for your channel. Hoping to move to Liverpool too to follow my dreams. Hard being a half Scouser in Australia. Paddy, get yourself over here. We'll have a pint and we'll celebrate when you move. Guys, much love. Do everything I've just said. Please tell your friends, tell your nan, tell your dog, knock on your neighbours' house. Tell them to watch the Kop TV, even if they are Evertonians. Take care. Lots of love. We'll see you Saturday. All the best.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Kop TV.